How to make a modern scrap quilt from fabric scraps. Imagine turning your leftover fabric pieces into a stunning modern quilt that brightens up any space. It's a fun way to reuse materials and create something truly unique. First, gather all your fabric scraps. These can be small pieces from previous sewing projects, old clothes, or even fabric remnants from craft stores. Don't worry about size or pattern at this stage. Just collect a variety of colors and textures that catch your. Next, choose a color palette or theme. For a modern look, pick a few main colors like shades of gray, white, and a pop of bright color. This helps keep the quilt looking fresh and cohesive, even with diverse scraps. Now, decide on your quilt size. A lap quilt can be around 48 inches by 60 inches. For a larger bed quilt, go for 72 inches by 96 inches. Keep in mind that using smaller scraps means more sewing but results in a more textured look. To start piecing, you can cut your scraps into uniform shapes like squares or rectangles. For a more organic feel, sew scraps together without cutting, creating crumb blocks. These are small pieces sewn together to form larger blocks, which you can trim later. When sewing, use a 1/4 inch seam allowance for accuracy. You can sew blocks of different sizes and then arrange them on a flat surface to see how they look together. For a modern touch, leave some negative space by incorporating solid neutral fabrics like white, cream, or light gray. These act as visual breathing room and make the scraps pop. Once you are happy with the layout, sew the blocks together in rows, then join the rows to form the quilt top. Add a backing fabric, which can be a large piece of solid fabric or a coordinating print. Layer the quilt top with batting and the backing fabric, then quilt it. You can do straight line quilting, free motion quilting, or even stitch in the ditch. Finish the edges with a binding strip, sewing around the perimeter for a clean look. This process not only recycles fabric but also allows your creativity to shine through. Each quilt becomes a one-of-a-kind piece that reflects your style and resourcefulness. Modern scrap quilts are a fantastic way to upcycle textiles and turn leftover pieces into art. They're quick to make, budget-friendly, and full of personality. So gather your scraps, pick your colors, and start transforming those tiny pieces into a beautiful, modern quilt that you'll love for years to come.